to discuss the confidence procedure, which is a procedure that allows us to determine to what place value should we record any measurement. And for today's video, let's imagine we want to measure the length of a tabletop. Here's our tabletop. And we want to measure the length of this. That is, we want to measure from here to here. And perhaps we have a centimeter long ruler to do that. Alright, so we make 3 measurements. And let's record those measurements. So let's say the first measurement we make is 12.223 centimeters. Make that a little bit bigger. Say the next measurement we make is 12.375 centimeters. And the last measurement we make is 12.899 centimeters. So those are our 3 measurements that we make of the width of that tabletop, the length of that tabletop. Now, naturally, after making these measurements, we want to find the average. So what is the average of these 3 measurements? So we all know to find the average, it's just take what you've got, 12.223 plus 12.375 plus 12.899 and divide it by how many things we've got. So our average then, you could double check this on your calculator, but to move things along here, the average is 12.556 centimeters. But what we don't know is, are we confident enough in our measurement to record down to the thousandth place? In other words, are we sure that the length of this tabletop is 12.566 thousandths of a centimeter? Or are we only be confident down to the hundredth place, or even the 10th place, or possibly even the 1's place? We don't know. And that's where the confidence procedure comes in. So for the confidence procedure, what we're going to do is create a range around each place value that we have. So we'll start with the smallest place value, the thousandths. And we're going to create a range around that. And so we're going to ask ourselves, what do we have if we take our average and we add to that 0.005? That's going to get us 12.561 centimeters. And if we take our average and we subtract 0.005, we get 12.551. That gives us a range. And what we're going to say is, the next time we make this measurement, is that measurement likely to fall in the range 12.561 to 12.551? We don't have to really guess. We can look up the measurements we did make. We made a measurement of 12.223, 12.375, 12.899. Well, none of these measurements, that one certainly does not fall in that range, that one certainly does not fall in that range, and that one doesn't fall in that range. And hence, we have no confidence that the next measurement will fall in that range. And what that means is recording down to the thousandth place is not warranted. We are not confident enough in our measurement to record down to the thousandth place. But let's check the next place. I'm going to get back to blue, which is what I've been using there. Blue. So now we're going to check the hundredth place. And again, we're going to do 12.556 plus 0.05 1/100ths. And that's going to be 12.601. And 12.556 minus 0.05, that's 5 1/100ths, gets us 12.501. And then again, we're going to come up and we're going to ask ourselves, are we confident that our next measurement would fall in that range? Well, when we look up here, we can see that that first measurement did not fall within that range. going to ask ourselves all three. The second measurement did not fall in that range, and neither did the third. So no, we're not confident. We're not confident at the hundredth place. In other words, this place value is not warranted being recorded. Now, let's go on to the next one. This is the 10th place. So again, we create our range, 5, 5, 6, plus 5 tenths. We did 5 thousandths, 5 hundredths, and now 5 tenths. That's going to be 13.06. Try to make that 6 a little clearer for you. And 12.556 minus 0.5 or 5 tenths, because we're in the 10th place, and that's going to be 12.056. And then once again, we go up and we ask ourselves, are we confident that the next measurement would lie within that range? We come up here and we look, and we see that yes, that one falls in the range, yes, that one falls within that range, and yes, that falls within that range. So in this case, we can be highly confident that our measurement falls within that range. And so we're confident down to the 10th place. And so when we record our measurement, we should write down an average of 12.6 centimeters. Okay, now why 12.6? Well, we're only confident to the 10th place. And 12.556 rounds to the nearest tenth down to 12.6. And hence, our answer is 12.6 centimeters. And that's what we should record on our paper when we want to record our average measurement, when we want to record our measurement, whether it's in a lab paper or on a test or any work you're doing.